Greetings, YouTube. It is I, KarQ. We're back every Friday. We review a viewer's gameplay. You can get your gameplay reviewed or educationally roasted here on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/KarQ. I'm live every week. This is just some random guy's gameplay submitted. He says this is his Diamond 4 game on Ana. However, he lost 12 straight games after this and fell back to Platinum 2. So, are they truly a Platinum player that didn't deserve Diamond? Or, you know, we'll take a look at it. We'll roast them a little bit. We'll give a little bit of education. To get your gameplay reviewed, you need to save up 100,000 stream points in the chat. Chat is live right here. We do this live on Twitch. To get 100,000 loyalty points, you have to sell your soul to me and keep the stream open every time I go live and build up points. Okay. First of all, you're playing Reinhardt with Ana. Not bad. Okay, I like it. This is where I would normally play as Ana. Nothing to roast yet. Yeah, you never know if they run a Widowmaker. I am scarred as an Ana player from like peeking this too early because, you know, the random Widowmaker just takes your head off. This is fine. You just have to like feel it out. They're not contesting you. They're just playing. This is basically just a poke war. There's nothing of value here. You're going to move this cart for free. So your Ryan pushes a bit. And eventually, depending on where they move, you just try to just stay covered and slowly push this cart until they make a first encounter, which will probably be around this first corner. So all you do is just edge a little bit, right? Everybody likes edging, right? So you just edge with the Reinhardt. You go from there. You don't need to overswing. If you're gonna swing, you go into cover. Good. I like it. You're on the right side. Nice. You got to pick. Nothing to roast so far. I was gonna make fun of you, but you're playing fine. Reload. So at this point, you should know what the enemy comp is running. They're running Hanzo Soldier. You hear his ass above you on the top right, but he's not going to be able to shoot you because you hear him on the top right. And you see your DPS, your cast was like shooting on this angle. He was here. He was shooting up here. That's fine. You're sitting here. You're pocketing him. And the reason you popped out was because you noticed he was dead. So now that threat is over. Now you're safe to pop out. This is actually, so far, so good, honestly speaking. Recognizing the conditions. You have a Widowmaker, a cast. Your Ryan, right now, you just pocket him and let him go in. That's it. You've cleared that side now. That's good. Hopefully your Ryan doesn't over-aggress until he gets topped off. He's getting topped. Go for sleep here. Nade him. Nade him. Okay. First mistake right there. He died. You let him die. That's the first roast. You killed their only DPS. That's already, you're already one up. You want to ensure you win this team fight as clean as possible, or else they're going to recontest you. By the time they both spawn, they're going to have time to recontest. You want to be at full strength to have the highest chance of capping right here, because a lot of people get stuck here. You hesitated here. Hesitation is the seed of defeat. What are you doing? Less hesitation, man. You let your Zen die. Okay, you're playing a little safe here, but you know they have a Hanzo. You know where he is, so you're safe to move out here. You can still stay here. No big deal. Yep, heal. Positionally, I like it. So chat, if you guys are noticing the Ana positioning, actually pretty good. Started here. Move towards this section, rotated to this section, move behind the cart, move to the left here, and then tucked into this left corner, which is fine. This is correct. And sometimes this is correct, depending on who's alive. This little yellow car. As long as you have control up here, the spot's fine, but nobody's there. So honestly, this is not bad either. It's not a blunder to be here, so this is good. Just hesitation on the ability was the only thing I can pick out so far. Okay, you had no good, that's a good angle to shoot the BAP, but not a great angle to heal the Widow. That's okay. You need a nano as soon as this anti's over. Nano, 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 nano. That's 2 times your ability usage is, what are you waiting for? Overwatch 4? Are you waiting for Overwatch PvE? We know that's not coming. Oh my god. That nano was by far the biggest blunder. This is like when you hit the chess engine, they'll give you a question mark for not saving your Zen here, and then for not nanoing, like you had 7 seconds to nano him while he was fighting, and you just did it right before he died. That was like the biggest like exclamation mark, question mark, like what? X, whatever the thing is. It's like that was a omega blunder. You probably could have just won if you just nanoed him. But anyways, those are the 2 biggest things so far. Ability usage. What are we doing? Pocket Zen first. Aim is pretty good though. Honestly, your aim, quick scoping, jumping, you're doing the scope shots. Okay, luckily the Zen ended up living. You were platinum for a while, finally hit diamond, but back into platinum. For a platinum, this aim is solid. Aim is great. Ability usage, terrible. You could just nade as well, by the way, just in case he doesn't die there. The attempt to sleep was also good. You 180 pretty well. Almost hit her, she just reacted in time. When you play Ana Zenyatta, your Zen, and they have a Sombra, you have to like protect the shit out of him. Good job. Good shot. You either pocket the Zen or you shoot the Sombra and the nade immediately to force her to kick her out. If your Zen dies, that Sombra has to die too. Okay, you're in a top left angle. You can look for an aggressive nade right here. Okay, that's a missed opportunity. Not the greatest move here, but you had abilities and you noticed the direction they're heading. So this is where aim is great, ability usage not good, and this is missed opportunity. And a big thing I always tell people when they review their gameplays, it might not be hard to notice. You have to train yourself to find opportunities, take aggressive angles, or make a play. That was a playmaking ability. I don't know if you guys saw it. Maybe some Ana players who were watching this who are high rank might have noticed it right there. Maybe you saw it. Did any of you guys see it or no? It's easy to see. No, not where the Rhino is at.
I won't let you fall.
No. You technically don't need to nade that. There's 4 people there. It's actually here. It's like, okay, here's the thing. It's not a blunder to nade this, or sorry, nade this, but it's better to nade this right there. But you did neither, right? So that's just a missed opportunity. You have a decent spot here. They didn't notice you. Your Zen and your Rhine want to go up this way. This is where calming, where 2 juicy supports are here. Their Hanzo and their Symmetra are dead. This is something you have to keep in mind, the amount of people. And you saw you already traded their Reinhardt. You lost a DPS. Killing a tank is better for you than them killing your DPS. A tank is worth the most points. The tank is like your queen, your DPS are like your knights, and like the supports are like your bishops. Like I would say DPS and supports are pretty much equal value, but I've always found the tank to be the highest value because that is all your space making. For the most part, the entire there's the biggest HP pool and everything. So the 1-for-1, even though it's a 4v4, you have an advantage. So anyways, there's a missed opportunity right here. The BAP lamped as well. I don't know if you saw that on the left. So this is where a missed opportunity. They're taking this direction, but you decide to jump down from here, and they weren't even looking at you because they're busy. So right here, if you nade this right here, this Ana's doesn't even notice these 2 are sneaking up here. Obviously, you can see these silhouettes too. They're your teammates. So you should see this. But you dropped down and gave it up. I think the Ana probably still dies right now, but now your Rhine has to chase. And then he gets left. If this guy lives. Okay. So, luckily, it was a missed opportunity and nothing of value was lost, but you have to train yourself to find these opportunities. Find the best move in that situation. You didn't blunder, it's just missed opportunity. Because you were probably already winning, it didn't cost you too much. Does that make sense? Okay. By the way, I make a lot of chess references, but I'm actually terrible at chess, by the way. I'm like bronze. I'm like 400, 500 elo. I just learned how to play it when I watched Queen's Gambit. But anyways, I make that reference because I just watched a little bit of it. But in any case, okay, missed opportunity, 2 terrible ability usage, but aim, good. Positioning from cover to cover, not bad, not bad.
I see you.
Okay, you don't have to over peek this. You can wait till it's over. It looks like your tank is fine. Oh, you got sniped. Not much you can do here. You can just nade this. You can nade this. You can nade it. You can nade it. A little late, but luckily they didn't block it. He's antied right now. You try to sleep him. Try to sleep him. Try to sleep him. That's the only way to save him. Okay, this ability usage is... You are way too hesitant. Like what ends up happening is like because you don't use your ability, like so much time has elapsed that even if you used it, you probably would have had it again by the time you actually used it. So you just like lost value. It's just, you're just missing value. Okay. He shattered first. Okay, that's decent nano. Yep. Oh, shoot, nice, good. Pop over to the right side of the wall. This is your only place you can play. Hug left side, hug left side, hug left side where the Zen is. Okay, positioning there was a little sloppy. You did not get punished. Good play into sleeping the Symmetra that ended up TPing through. Your instinct took too long to move to the right. Too long. You didn't get punished here, but you'll get punished eventually when you keep climbing up to GM. A top 500 GM Widow is killing you instantly like this, by the way. Good play here. Yes, I'm just repeating the play. They bobbed. This Zen has the correct instinct. Remember, the rule of thumb is where can you do your job as a support while minimizing enemy sightlines while still maximizing yours? Can you still heal the Rhine in this spot where you were? Like you took too long and you popped out to the right. Can you still heal your Rhine here? Yes. Can you still heal your Rhine here? Yes. What advantage does standing where the Zen have? The advantage is these guys can still see you, but a top 500 Widow would probably not stare at the nano Rhine. He wouldn't stare here. He'd probably pop over to the right. I think he was staring at the Ashe, but you never know. The minute a good Widow just pops over to the left, she's like, oh, an Ana, pop. You're actually just dead instantly. You eventually did swing to the left, but you like did a little risque swing to the right here for way too long. And these things matter. It's fine to like mess up like this in these lobbies because you haven't been primed or trained enough to get punished by like disgusting Widows. But I'm telling you, you're gonna walk into a wall where these Widows just like own games, especially Havana. I mean, even today, chat, some of you guys, if you were watching the game earlier, like a couple of Widowmakers just control the game. They actually just own the game. So, didn't get punished, luckily, but trained yourself. It's a good time to be hyper aware. See the Widow? Get into cover, good. Okay, don't swing too wide, that's fine, stay here. You know where she is, you hear her on the left. Your Widow died. Unfortunately, this is already looking south already. This is already kind of cooked, but you did pop Shrank. Your Zen needs to get out of this Widow line of sight. What is he doing? Oh my god! This is not your fault. Okay, this is also something I'll point out. This is not for you, but this is to teach all the Platinum and Diamond players. When you do shit like this, you are sucking resources away from your team. You're not allowed to pocket Rhine because your Zen decided to stand here this entire time. Sometimes you'll have tanks. If you're a support main in the chat, sometimes you'll have tanks like, why didn't you heal me? Heal me. It's like, I can't because like this person is all low. And then that person who asked for heals, your tank's like, why didn't you heal me? It's because they feel entitled to it. You need to spread your resources around, but like, it's also your job in Overwatch to not take like stupid damage and put yourself at risk where you're just sucking too much from your team. It's also important to play corners and natural cover to minimize that sort of pressure on your supports. It is the worst feeling in the world for supports when everybody is low and you're like, whoa, why is everybody so low? Why are you all taking so much damage? Like, use natural cover, stop standing in the open. This is the wrong Zenyatta. Oh, this is the right Zen. This Zen is standing here and allowing himself to be shot by 3 people. 1, 2, 3. At most, Zens will play here. Maybe this Widow might get an angle, but you have blockage. And then these people on the right side will never be able to shoot you because you just jiggle this guy. Oh, it's not you, but this is just for a teaching moment for everybody here. Stop sucking resources when it's like in a mid-team fight, if you can help it. Sometimes as a tank, you're gonna have to inevitably take damage because you're brawling on the point, all that kind of stuff. That's fine. And sometimes when you're like intentionally farming for ult charge, that's also fine. But I mean a situation like that where it was just like not worth it to do it. Oh god. Anyways, good job team. Your Reinhardt's kind of owning. Are we learning so far, chat? Are you guys all with me? Are you with me, Random? You feeling like you got a little good feedback so far? Alright. You can sleep him when he goes pile drive. Sleep him on the ground. Oh, yeah, he landed on the top, though. That's tough. Okay, this guy's sucking resources. He's got to go into natural cover. If this Reinhardt's smart, recharge your shield. You have to try sleeping this. Good job. Don't wake him up yet. Heal your Rein. Okay, now you got to pick a piece of cover. Just strafe all the way to the left right now. Or just don't move here. You don't have to worry too much. I like how you're ADing. You've got like good fundamentals down. I will say that. Like because Ana's scopes in, when you're scoped in, you have really shit movement speed. So like at least you're kind of strafing a little bit. It actually matters quite a bit when enemies line up shots. So this is a good habit. So I just want to point that out. I'm not here to roast you the whole time. I want to comment on the stuff you're doing well on, which is that. This is fine. That's your widow. Okay. Oh, good sleep. Don't tunnel too hard into it. You gotta make sure you keep looking to the front too. That's fine. Okay. With the way shit's going, nade yourself. You might have to nano him and head into natural cover. He's fine. You can nano him. Good. Focus on the shot. Okay. At least you nanoed this time. Good job. They are not running a Widowmaker. So what are you doing in this time? You're kind of just staring around. Look to shoot them right now. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Look to DPS them a little bit as they come up. You'll get a little bit all charge. Good. You don't have to go for the sleep right there. He's just doing an open initiation. You can try to sleep this Coalescence. That is the best bang for your buck right now. You can try to gamble for it. It's not terrible if you don't. You can try to out-pocket the DPS and sleep the ball after. You're tunneling. Okay. Okay, that you don't do what you just did right there. You just did a fucking ring around the Rosie into the open. Like, what? What was that? What was this? A high risk, high reward play is to sleep the Coalescence Moira, but she moves very fast. So it is a little difficult. Your option is to hide out of cover and just you and Kiriko pocket the Reinhardt who's getting ulted. And hopefully the rest of your team hides. What was this? This is the most bizarre thing I've seen in a long time. Good sleep here. That's fine. Okay. What should you do here? How about you tell me, random? You answer this. Based on what's happening here, you wrote, I thought that Mei was coming from the left, so I panicked, but she bamboozled me. What? Mei is here. She is not on the left. She is like directly in front of you. Dude, you got miraged. You slept him and you just stared at him and you're like, ooh, look what I did. You put yourself closer to Mei. Oh my goodness. Yeah, next what you gotta do is sleep. As soon as you sleep a ball, make a full circle on him. Hit A, B, A, B, X, Y, select, start, and then you're good. A couple of circles though. Anyways, you started here. You rotated here. This Mei walks here, kills you here. Yeah, so obviously, I think you already know what the correct play is. Good sleep here. Leave him. Look at his HP pool. Sometimes you have to recognize when you sleep a ball as Ana, there's no way in hell your team has enough burst to kill the sleeping target. This dude has 700 HP with armor. There's not enough damage. You take him out of the fight for the 4 or 5 seconds that sleep dart lasts. You sleep, ignore, and pocket this Reinhardt. That is the absolute, and he'll top up this guy. And you beat the people in the front, and then your Rein hopefully charges back and helps clean up the ball later on. That is the most optimal play in this situation. Good sleep. Stand here, dart towards the left side, play closer to the mega health pack, then you have a natural cover here, and then you can do your job. So as soon as you sleep him, you're walking here, you see Mei and stuff too, right? So you look here, you shoot, duck into cover. Let's try. You tried nading there, but this is a lost cause anyways. Might have been better that she dies. There's probably a low chance she ends up surviving anyway, so you let her die and reset faster. It's fine. Although you might have been at like 70% to nano now if you naded and shot a bit more. Look to your left. I hear something on your left. What's going on to the left? Also, take a look there. Your Rein has a shield. Okay. Nobody died, but you have to pay attention to here. I heard something. Something was going on my left side. Ball is here jumping the Cass. Okay, you're Kiriko. Can you honestly tell me you knew that Kiriko was supporting your Cass? That is a small awareness thing. You have to recognize that Ryan's got a big HP pool and a shield. If I were you, I would not have noticed Kiriko, but I hear something going on my left. This is where, yeah, honestly tell me you didn't know that Kiriko was helping. So this is where I would at least look to the left. If I see my Kiriko there, at least there's knowledge there. You didn't even look. You have to be hyper aware as a support. You have to know all your surroundings, where everybody's standing. This is where you need to look to your left right here. Just check. Ryan's healthy with a shield up against Bastion. If you look to the left, might have been able to sleep, nade, whatever. Look here, help him out. He rolls away, and then I look back at Ryan. Ryan's still good. He didn't need you to look here the whole time. Not punished for it here. But when you hear something going on as a support, your instinct should be to like, look. Unless you know for sure what's going on and it's safe. Alright, that's fine. There's some of those. You... nade yourself. Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. Look up, look up. Okay, not bad. Not committing nano yet. This could be something with communication too. You can call him a better timing. You might have to nano him to keep him alive if you can't hit the shots, but luckily it's okay. That's a high noon for your team. That's fine. You should make a play here. Do you see how... So at this point of the fight... See, unfortunate. They just press their buttons quicker. Your Ryan converted too, but like at the cost of what? So I was gonna say, you didn't commit the nano, right? But that's okay. You've noticed they popped their ult. This is where you have to make the executive decision where how many cooldowns have they exhausted all of their resources? You heard a lot of stuff come out, a lot of pile drive. This, your Ryan's been holding shield the whole time. He popped the adaptive shield. You healed the person. They couldn't convert a kill and they just expended the bastion stuff. This is where I was like, you have to make the executive decision right now to be the playmaker. You kind of just have to like nano pretty soon. If he gets a little closer, you miss the shots here. That's okay. Like right here, you just nano Ryan. That's what I would have done in that situation. Like actually, I probably would have nanoed the Hanzo first instinct, but luckily he survived. So the next best option, probably just nano Ryan here because they just burned everything. But because you take too long, they just have an opportunity because you have a big tool available. They used most of their like other base cooldowns as well. So now you're popping high noon, like your team is ready to go. So basically they exhaust all their cooldowns. Bastion has to wait for his rotation. Ball has to wait for the rotation. Ball and Bastion are heroes that are like rotation based, cooldown rotation based. Once turret form's done, there's like a cooldown period before he can be at his strength, be at his strongest again. Same with Ball. After he does a whole roll-in rotation, there's a bit of downtime before he can do that shit again. Kiriko burns Suzu. You have an opportunity. Your cast recognized it. He popped high noon. He was ready to go. And because like you still have a tool here, this is where you have to be the playmaker here. This was actually partly not your fault, but like partly your fault. You have to like recognize that's another missed opportunity. I was like, you got to do something right now. They're just going to convert kills soon. I felt if I used it, it would have been overkill, but then we didn't win it. So then I popped it. So that will come with training where like, you know, obviously you don't think it's overkill, but what did you guys really exhaust? If your cast didn't convert a kill off the high noon, it's like, okay. I think a big misconception is people worry about over-ulting, but I will say in an optimized situation, yes, over-ulting is not good, but to counter-argue the over-ulting part is that I would almost argue it's always better to over-ult than under-ult and underutilize. Strictly because it's just better to guarantee a team fight than a maybe. It's the worst when like the hesitation, you ended up not using enough, they kill, and then you still use your stuff after when it's already too late. There's a couple times that you under-ulted, you were too hesitant to nano the Ryan, remember earlier, and then you did it at the end anyways because you're like, shit, we didn't win without it, and then you nanoed and he still died. It's just better to use it because at least you can train yourself to know that like it was probably better. You have data in your head to work with where like, okay, I tried it here and maybe it wasn't the best and that's okay. You still won the fight, but it wasn't the best. Versus not using it and like losing. That makes sense. Like, I think a good habit is to just be very liberal with your usage of your nano boost, especially unless you're waiting for a combo. A lot of times I have a Genji on my team and I build my nano faster than him. I don't even wait for him. If he's at 60%, I just nano my tank. It's a fast tempo. You have to think about your ultimate as also like a tempo tool. Tempo being that you're allowed to take space. It validates their position. Sometimes your tanks are just pussies. When your DPS are just not taking angles and you're just sitting in the back, you're like, okay, they're just pushing into us and we're doing nothing about it. And sometimes like that nano is enough to make them, give them some confidence. You inject not only like nano technology, but you're injecting confidence into someone. Imagine, I feel like we all need a little confidence injection. That's why nano boost is liquid courage. Nano boost is your rum and coke, okay? It's a little bit of alcohols. For someone. Oh, Brig. Don't just nano one person the entire game. Pay attention to who's doing good in fight. That is true too. A lot of people just like fixate onto one winning condition when like that's actually not the correct play. But you know. Oh, back on Ana. Never mind. I switched Brig to touch, but they capped. Brig is like the worst person to swap to touch, especially on that point. If you're picking someone to touch, you pick Lucio, Kiriko, or like Moira maybe to fade out. That made no sense. You didn't have to do that. Anyways, nothing of value was lost. Don't switch to Brig to swat, to touch. If you need someone at least on the point, those are like the worst off. Brig is not a great option. Although Brig is fine. If somebody else is already touching, Brig is okay to come out to like instant pack someone and just brawl on the point. Kind of like a Reinhardt swap where you just fight the one person and you stick in cover. But you are not in a situation like that.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Okay, looking for the angle. To the sleep, maybe? Oh. Oh? Okay. Tough. All best you could do now, shoot a little bit. Farm for some ult charge. Yep. Nade out the Matrix before nading. You should nade now, as soon as... Okay, so honestly speaking, if you're gonna retreat like this, to play around D.Va, you have to like be extremely patient. I mean, I still mess up too, to be honest with you, where like I'll mistime the Matrix. But what happens, a good D.Va or a good player, they'll pressure you first. When they notice you're ready and looking at them, then they'll Matrix. So she doesn't flash Matrix for no reason. She waits till she's in line of sight so she knows you're going for it, and then she holds Matrix over you, and she baited you. But as soon as you see her shooting again after that, you have your window to like self-nade. You get a chance to do it there. It's a small mechanical stuff thing right there. The D.Va is just... But you held this. Okay, let's see what happened here. Popping out on the left. Okay. Nice try. Your D.Va's gonna stall. This is where you wait. Okay. There, you got it. All good, I guess. Trying to dodge. You have to dodge the D.Va on your right side. That's kind of hard. Okay. Don't jump the point right now. Okay. When you're stalling, as a support, as Ana especially, like sometimes as a support like Brig or Lucio, it's fine to be on point. You do not have to be on there because you have somebody on it at this point. Having an extra person here just gives them easier area to AoE you down with random chip damage. You want to put yourself in an angle, probably like if you came out the right door, just like stand right here. So you cut off the open sight line here and just focus on hitting your shots. You just tunneled into touching the point because in a panic state. Unpanic yourself right here. Your Hanzo's on it. Your Hanzo's still on it. You pocket him, you pocket him, you pocket him. Then you get an angle to shoot this Moira. You can pressure this person. You can shoot here. You have even Kiriko on it too. Okay, good. You came up the stairs eventually. I think you realized it. Just good. Imagine you like fully, okay, you actually had the presence of mind to come back up the stairs. That's good. You made a mistake, but you came back up. And I know chat, it's like, I do that. Yeah, exactly. Not gonna lie, I'm going on point here, but this is where this is a learning stream, a learning video. If you did that, you probably die to this D.Va bomb, or you get bundled up like this. There's 3 of you guys here. Cass probably doesn't need to be here. D.Va should be here because she's got second life to stall. Kiriko should probably back up here, but this is Kiriko should not have been there. Cass, okay, if he was there, fine. This Kiriko could have not died. Imagine if you actually tunneled and walked in there too. You guys could have died too. You knew that was coming. That's what I mean. I fully just said it. You could get caught in random AoE stuff if you stand on the point. When someone's already on it as a support, don't tunnel and just walk in it for no reason. You already have someone on it. You didn't do it, but this Kiriko did, and that aggravates me when I watch gameplay like this. Or doesn't aggravate me. I get to roast you and make fun of you for it, but I want you guys to get better, but you guys are making some silly little brain farts. Like your brain is just a high flatulence sometimes. You get gassed, I'm not gonna lie. This is a Diamond 4. He used Diamond 4, but I think Random or Modnar said it's random backwards. Modnar, I get it. Said I think you got a couple platinum teammates, right? You're the only diamond in this lobby. So it's pretty much a platinum game. Okay, we're overcomplicating things here. Now you have to reload. Nade as soon as she comes out. Oh, you had to do it there, actually. You got low. You lived. Oh. Wait for the Bastion rotation. Be patient. Don't panic. Pick a side. That's fine. Honestly, right or left side's fine. Left side probably a bit better because of the mega health pack. Now you stay here. Don't worry. Good habits. You learn to hit your shots while strafing a little bit. Now look to your left. Popping out to get a better angle. Shoot the Mercy. Nice. Throw a nade. Throw a nade. Okay. Luckily your team won, but you had a couple of opportunities to use your abilities there. But it's okay. It's okay. Not bad. Someone's contesting. Reaper. All right, jump out. Hop over. Heal. Good, good. VOD's almost over. See what we got cooking here. Final fight. You can be a playmaker here. You notice their comp, they're running a Reaper and no sniper. Reaper May. You know their comp is Reaper May. You have to know this as a support. You have to recognize what is a threat. Is a Widow a threat on this map? Panic sleep, but the idea to sleep was fine. Nade him right now. Splash it on the May wall. Good. Pocket the baby diva. Shoot the enemy where you can. Reload, throw the nade or the sleep. Okay. Small mechanical tip is that when you're reloading, you can throw a nade or a sleep. But hey, it's okay. Sure. There's a wall. They played that really well. Not much you can do here, but you play for nano. Keep pocketing. Get your nano. They expended Shatter, which is a decent, pretty important ultimate. Your Ryan, unfortunately, is only at 35% ult. That's not good. Sometimes as a support, you're stuck. You could have went for a quick scope shot there. And I would say that would add up because your only condition with 30 seconds left now is this nano boost Ryan, and he has to get Shatter. You should have just shot that person. This is where everything matters. Swing over to the right. He killed one. Sleep this. Look for a nade here. Look for a nade. Just look for the nade. Just chuck it. Okay. You need a nano. You need to get this nano as fast as you can. Okay. Sleep it. Sleep it. No! The instinct to sleep there might have cost him this. He got a second Shatter. The Rhine actually outplayed your Rhine there, but I will say you needed to sleep that. You can't control your Rhine getting diffed, but you can't control your Rhine getting diffed, but you can lower the chance. You needed to hit that one shot right there. Maybe you got in 79% to your ult. But you had to work with the realms of what you can control. You could have shot that, you got your ult a little quicker. Reload right there, good. Swing to the right. You actually got a kill. Swing to the right, that's fine. You get an angle to heal, healed. A little early Suzu, he pins in. You shoot, you look for a nade right here. Look to the right, heal.
I see you.
Heal, heal, that's fine. I'm playing this in slow motion. Heal. Oh, unfortunate whiff. This is where if you hit that May quickscope, you would have had your nano right there, and this counter nano might have changed it right there. You got it now. Go for it. You wanted to. You saw this Ash walked into you, so you have to right click cancel, and then you nanoed him. A little late, unfortunately, because you couldn't build it fast enough, but that's okay. Sleep dart right here was like your only saving grace because you couldn't build it fast enough. That is very unfortunate. He took the nanoed Ryan out of the fight. Unfortunate. It is what it is. You can, the nano confirmation is a setting. Okay, random. At the end of it all, my conclusion, a couple of missed opportunities, but the biggest blunder is your hesitation on using ultimates. If you clean that up, your aim and your like relative overall positioning, a couple of weird decisions like circling the ball earlier, but generally speaking, your aim is solid for this rank. I would say it's solid. It's good. That is not your weak point. Your weak point is hesitation on abilities. Clean up a couple of the weird decisions where you like make a circle. Less panic, snappier ability usage. Aim is fine. Positioning was pretty good, although sometimes you weren't thinking, you fell asleep and then they had a couple of open sight lines you weren't punished for, but biggest blunder is honestly ability usage. That's all. If you clean that up, the other stuff will come through hopefully, but I pointed them out, take them to heart. I'll see you in maybe High Diamond, maybe Master soon, okay? Good job.